Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mumma. It is the very last day of August 2018 today. It's the 31st of August, it's a Friday, and I'm here today for your daily tarot reading. My name is Kathy, if you haven't been to my channel before, and this is a completely general reading. I'm just feeling into the general astrological energies that are around today and then using the tarot to see what other messages want to come through. But if you've been guided here today, there may be a message here for you, a signpost, just some little snippet of information that could help you today. But just remember that there's nothing really serious going on here. It may not resonate for everyone, but if it does, yay, hey, that's so cool. And if it does, I'd really appreciate if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel to press that little red subscribe button. And if this particular reading, it touched you in some way, I would really appreciate if you press that thumbs up button. So the moon moved into Taurus today here, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 11:30 a.m. So we're going to feel, straight away we felt more grounded. We had all that fire during the week with Moon and Aries, really feeling like moving forward, especially because Mars has moved direct in Capricorn as well. And we have the grand Earth trine with Saturn in Capricorn, Sun in Virgo, Uranus in Taurus, and now with the Moon in Taurus is a very, very grounded, practical energy, focusing on what's going on in our physical material world rather than what could be. But we've also got that passionate fire behind us to really, it's time now to ground it down, to ground it, especially with the Moon in Taurus is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, trine Saturn in Capricorn, trine Sun in Virgo, and there's also a sextile with Neptune in Pisces. So there's a real sense of the reality of the now and your practical existence, where you are financially, where you are in your physical body, your health, especially with the Sun in Virgo as well. There could be sudden shifts, enlightenment, awakening to something within your physical body that you want to transform. And with the sextile, with Neptune and Pisces, you're able to use your imagination and visualize the future, able to get a glimpse of what your self-actualized potential yourself looks like. You're able to really imagine what that could look like through who you are now, who you are right at this moment. There's a heightened perception with the critical eye of Virgo and the grounded energy of Taurus, and the ability to go the distance with Saturn and Capricorn. So it's time now, with all this fire that we've had, to channel it into practical things. What's going to make my dreams come true? And it's really important today to really allow yourself to sit quietly in meditative practice, to allow that receptivity to come in, to really feel into those imaginings. So if there's something that you're unsatisfied with in your practical life today, if anything comes up that's not really flowing for you, or you have the ability today to really visualize exactly how you want to recreate that part of yourself. And then you have the grounded practical ability to make it manifest. I just threw out some cards. Let's just grab them all. They all wanted to come out, so I feel like they're meant to come out. We have the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the Chariot, the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups in reverse, the Sun, the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. So I'm just going to sit with these for a second and just see what messages want to come through. I'm hearing that there's illumination of where you've been fighting these internal battles, where you've lost a lot of joy and celebration with your friends because you've been in the confines of an overactive mind, feeling like you needed to defend yourself, or some inner conflict. You've had a hollow battle with yourself, where I'm hearing there's a real sense of movement and success in some areas of your life, There's a real sense of movement and success in some areas of your life, but there's still a sort of a defensiveness and conflict with something else. And it could be to do with love, because here you are very independently moving forward. You're creating everything you need in the physical sense. You're feeling into your self-love, and there's a sense of victory because you're being acknowledged for how you're moving forward with ease. You're really standing in your own power, and people are noticing. A lot of people are noticing you and how you're creating your existence. You are creating everything you need in the physical world on your own. This is an independent card. But there's a sense of being a little out of balance here. I'm hearing a little out of balance in the fact that you're just all work and no real play. And this has been illuminated. The sun is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. And what's being illuminated, I'm hearing, is that you want love. You want friendship. You want a balance. You want a balance in your life. You want your heart's desires to be met. You want a full cup of love. You want to share this with someone else. You no longer want to defend yourself with others. You want to lay down your swords, lay down your staves, and really, really feel into just being yourself, just totally being content in who you are. Totally being grounded with a sense of yes, independence. Yes, you're financially independent. Yes, you're moving forward and gaining success with your creative pursuits and your work pursuits, I'm hearing. But there needs to be a balance. You've lost that sense of celebration, of having time for love, I'm hearing. Have you got time for love? Have you got time for friendship? Have you got time to feel into the joys of what life is really all about? It's not all about work, I'm hearing. It's not all about needing to cut others with your words, maybe this is why there's a sense of maybe some bridges have been burnt. Maybe this is perhaps why you're not going out in a social way. You're putting all of your energy into your practical world, into creating abundance, into moving forward with success and movement into your in your work, because there's been some battles. Maybe this happened with Mercury retrograde. But there's been a transmutation here, I'm hearing, with the sun. The sun in Virgo, there's a healing here. The sun in Virgo. Virgo is a sign of the healer, of service, of healing wounds. Really looking at yourself, analyzing your feelings, and really coming to an awareness of what's serving you and what's not. There is love here. There is a full cup of love, and the Lover's card is here. And this is a wish come true, I'm hearing. But something's blocking it. Something's blocking this love. Maybe you're quite content on your own. Maybe you're really fulfilled in what you're doing. Maybe the light is already shining in your life. That maybe you're feeling like love is in front of what you're trying to achieve in your movement forward at the moment. Love's not at the forefront of that because you've had a lot of... I'm hearing there was maybe, okay, well, this is another story. There was a third party situation, and there was a lot of defensiveness and battles, verbal battles with regard to this. Bridges were burnt, I'm hearing, regarding this third party situation, but it's ended. It's in reverse. It's ended. There's no, you can drop your swords now, you can drop your wands, you can get back to the here and now. Forgive. Fill your own cup up with love, like lavish love on yourself, and lovers will just be drawn to you, and they will just see how much you love and respect yourself. You totally love and respect yourself, so you're just going to draw all these lovers towards you. There's no, yeah, because there has been, I'm hearing that you've been wearing a lot of armor, and you've been not allowing love in, I'm hearing, because you've had something that's happened in the past to do with a third party, and you just can't be bothered. You don't want to put your energy there. I'm hearing, I need to focus my energy on creating what I would want to create in an independent sense. Illuminating my greatest potential, I'm hearing. My greatest, I'm illuminating my creative gifts, and I'm allowing myself to move forward. With the universe is opening all the doors for you once you take that movement forward. And people are noticing. They're noticing you. They're noticing that you're fulfilled. They're noticing that you're fulfilled. They're noticing that you've dropped this armor. There's a softening. I'm hearing there's a softening. There's coming back to the essence of who you are, the inner child energy, which is the sun. Yeah, the little naked child on a white horse with sunflowers, the solar plexus energy. Your solar plexus energy, you're trusting your intuitive guidance, you're burning through any blocks of fears that Moon in Aries has allowed these energies to dissipate. You don't want to put your energy here anymore. You're letting go of being drawn into these third party situations. I mean, what have you learned from that? What have you learned from being a part of being drawn into third party situations? What have you learned? Have you learned not to settle? Have you learned to trust your intuition more? Have you learned to read red flags better? What have you learned? Have you learned that there is beautiful love out there for everyone, but you need to soften into it and allow it to come? Your wishes can be fulfilled here. We have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. So your wishes want to be fulfilled. You just have to drop the barriers, drop the armor, and stop using your words to scare people off, I'm hearing. Because not everyone is going to draw you into third party, I'm hearing. You can get back to that moment-to-moment celebration, go out with friends, turn this upright, and get out with friends so you can meet this potential soulmate love. This is an amazing offer of love. It's going to fulfill all your wishes, all your imaginings, all those Neptunian, Piscean fantasies that you've been having about love and what that love can bring to you. And you're going to find success in everything here once you drop the barriers, drop the armor. And it's all about vulnerability, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. And this is how you felt in the past. You felt like you had to fight, that you had to yield your sword, but now it's time to drop all of this armor. Shed the cloak that you've been wearing, that have been, you've just been armored up. You've been hiding your heart because I'm hearing you were drawn into something that you didn't want to be involved in. And it's sort of, now you've learned to trust your guidance more. This is what's been illuminated. That you have got such a stronger sense of who you are now. You're feeling into the victory of becoming fulfilled on your own. So then you just you're moving forward in what you want to create with your life, and it's bringing you such success and victory, and you're being noticed. There is love all around you if you're willing to open up to it. Anyway, short and sweet reading tonight. It is late. Hope you had an amazing Friday. I shall see you tomorrow. Big love, deep blessings.